So, the narcissist has been caught out. You've seen through the games. You've seen through the mind games, and you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. But you've realized, but now the narcissist realizes that you know. So what happens? What's their next move? This is what I'm going to be exploring in the video. Hello everyone and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So today we're going to be looking at what happens when the narcissist knows. Okay, what happens when they know that you know. Okay, like this, my friends, this is so embarrassing for the narcissist. They are not going to handle this very well, and in that I mean there's certain things that they're going to try and do. Namely, it will be about trying to convince you or change your mind or get you to see this in a different way. But what's going on for them realistically, like behind the scenes, obviously they're never going to tell you this, they're never going to explain to you this, but this is what I'm going to be talking about in the video. But my friends, before we get into the video, I just quickly want to mention that I do go live on this channel every single Tuesday. If there's something on your mind or there's a question, I would say come on over to the live, join it. It's absolutely free. You've got a great community. It is a vibe. We do have, you know what, like we actually have fun in the lives. And you know what, you don't have to go through this alone. Come on over, join the live, and yeah, connect with the community members. And also, I would love to see you there. Right, okay, so we're gonna be talking about when the narcissist is basically caught out, all right? They're caught out. They know that you see through the game, the mind games that they are playing. And you know what? For them, this is being caught out, okay, means that actually they have lost. Meaning because they weren't able to sustain this thing that they are doing. So they have put a lot of energy and effort into trying to sustain this game, this thing that they are doing, but it hasn't worked. And you've seen through it. So for them, this is kind of like they class it as a failure. They don't want you to know because look, at some point they know that you are going to see through it because everybody else has seen through it. And look, at the end of the day, there is a threshold. There is like literally a level where you will go to, anybody will go to, everybody has a threshold, all right? You go to this point, okay, and it's the point of no return. It's the fact that actually you see what the narcissist is doing. And so for them, it's like, oh, I've kind of been caught out here. So what they're going to do is they're going to try and project. They're going to say that you're the issue because they don't want to be seen. They don't want you to notice this. They don't want you to know. They want you to stay trapped in this relationship, in this situation. They don't want you to see through it. They don't want to know that actually when you see through it, you're going to leave. And they know this because this is what everybody else in their life has done. And now there's you. They don't actually want to lose supply. This is the thing, my friends, even though you're probably thinking, oh, the narcissist doesn't care. They've got loads of people, but they don't actually want to lose people because they want to keep as many as possible because it helps them to be validated. It helps for them to feel good about themselves because the more people that are supplying that, the more people that are giving this validation, focus and attention, this makes them feel good. So this is why they don't want to lose. They want to trap people into staying compliant, into staying silent, not saying too much. Ultimately, this is what the narcissist does. They control the narrative. They control the perspective of what's going on with their gaslighting and with their manipulation. Now, if you think about it, why would someone do that? Like, seriously, why would someone want to control, want to gaslight, want to project? Why does someone do that? So then think about it. That's ultimately because they don't want you to know something. They don't want you to see through something. They don't want you to understand something. Okay, and they think, all right, they think that you are too irrelevant, too dumb, too stupid to see through what they are doing. And this is the mistake that they make about you. It's the fact that they think that you're not going to realize. They think that you're not going to see through what is going on. And this is the mistake that they make. because they think they're so great. They think that people are not going to know. But ultimately, at some point, you think enough is enough. Like, I don't want to feel this way anymore. And you see, this is what they don't realize, that actually how their behavior is affecting another person. This is something that they don't think about because they cannot. They don't have the bandwidth, they don't have the understanding, and they don't have the emotional intelligence. So you see, at some point, you get to the point where you're like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And so the narcissist is a bit like, they're a bit shocked because they think, well, they've got their game going on really well. They think that this person, you are not going to leave. And the reason why it is, think back right to the beginning of this interaction with the narcissist, right? They put a lot of energy and effort into keeping you stuck and keeping you hooked. This is what all the love bombing was about. This is what all the mirroring was about, because they made you believe that they are exactly like you. So they thought that this was going to secure you in not leaving, in not going, in staying, in providing the narcissist with this attention, with this validation all the time. But what they are not realizing is that you have your own free will, and which is what they tried to bend, didn't they? They tried to take that from you, that actually they're thinking that maybe you are easily manipulated, that they can overtake your free will. But the thing is, they don't, and they cannot. And that is what the narcissist doesn't actually understand or click in their head, because they don't do it, because they don't, because they're not able, or they don't understand it, because from childhood their free will was infiltrated, conditioned, controlled. They think that that is how you're supposed to be. They think that that is what is supposed to happen. But this is the mistake they make. So they repeat those behaviors from childhood, and they think that they can do this to you. But this is the mistake. And so now you've reached this point where you're like, I know what you are doing. I see through it. And the narcissist knows that this is what you have done. This is what you're thinking. And they know you're going to leave. They know. So they're going to up their game. They're going to try and convince you that actually it's your fault. That actually you should stay. Because you're the one that should try and work this out. You're the one that should try and make this better. That is what they are thinking. And can you see how manipulative and controlling this is, trying to infiltrate your free will? And this is the issue. This is what is wrong with all of this, is that they think that they can do that. And so you have to be a specific kind of person to want to do that to someone else. Because for them, wanting to go and find someone else, it takes effort, it takes energy. Some of them can't actually be bothered because it's hard. They want it easy. And if you were a primary person, someone who the narcissist kind of got a lot of their attention and validation from, someone who they maybe you are married to them, maybe you are living with them, so that means you're a primary person, which means that you are put on a pedestal and you are kind of important to the narcissist. Although you might think that you're not, but you are, because they don't actually want to lose you. It means that you were a person that supplied them with a lot of kindness, energy, patience, compassion, all of these things. You were the one that they wanted. So they're not going to want to lose this quite easily. Meaning, even if though you have called them out on it, they are going to try and change your mind. And this is the issue, is the trying to change your mind, trying to get you to see this from a different perspective, from a different angle. And that is where they don't have the empathy. That's where they don't have the emotional intelligence, because when somebody sees through it, that's it. Like, we know what you're doing. So the narcissist is going to become really impatient with you. If they are not getting the results that they need, they're going to become very impatient with you, and they're going to punish you, because how can you get away with this? So this is where the smear campaign comes in. Even though, they might have been the ones that have left, they have kind of fled because they don't want to be shown up, they don't want to be embarrassed in front of you, not that they will ever show it, but this is what happens. And so they will go. Or it could have been you that has left, but either way, either way, it's kind of, it leaves the narcissist exposed. It's like, yeah, I see what you're doing. So this is why they feel exposed. This is why they feel kind of wide open. So they're going to try and shut that down so they don't feel vulnerable, because remember, the narcissist is never going to want to show their vulnerable side. It's all hidden. It's all about not showing, not revealing. They want you to be the ones that are the ones that show, are the ones that kind of reveal what is going on. They're like, no emotion. It's like, it doesn't affect me. So this is where they find that strength in themselves. They think that when they don't show emotions, when they're not being truthful, this means that they are better than everybody else because they don't feel emotions. They see that as a strength. But actually that is their weakness, because they misjudge. They don't have the understanding of social cues, emotional cues. And this is their downfall. This is their kind of, they feel very entitled. This is why they feel like they can get away with anything. If they don't show any emotion, they can get away with anything. And that is the issue. That's what they think. Doesn't matter what you say or what you do, they're not listening. They're not listening to what you want to say. So when they find out that you know, they're going to try and punish you. They're going to try and bend your reality, which is gaslighting. They're going to try and manipulate the situation, impossibly getting you to stay or everyone to see that you are a bad person. You can't resolve this. There's no way of them seeing or being able to get better from this. If you guys want to know a little bit more, watch this video, because I talk more about the narcissistic illusion and the bending of the free will, and also about the gaslighting. If you are someone that is going through this, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please know that I also have a mentorship and a journal club, which I post every single Monday. Please see the description box for the details below. And also I have a Discord server, which is absolutely free for you to join. It's a community of like-minded individuals, people who have been through similar things to you that you have. And if you want to join a supportive community, click the link in the description box and it will take you straight there. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.